Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Caitlin Francis. We got lots of stories to get you all the information for you to be morning ready here, but we have to talk about the forecast.
Oh, yeah. It is cold now, but soon, meteorologist Scott Gagliardi.
Yeah.
We're going to be warming up. That's my warm-up dance.
So nice.
We're going to
out.
be. It is. I know. That's the thing. You see the ice cam behind me. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And so you see those clouds?
Yeah.
They're from hundreds of miles away.
Is that all that snow?
Yes. Big offshore storm.
All right.
We won't be seeing much in the way of any
smart.
impact. She is.
Educated guesses.
It's that she's been here all morning with Haney. That's what it is. She's been here for the past couple hours. She's been cheating. That's okay. The way it looks right now is, so yeah, see those clouds out there? That's from a big offshore storm. This is a live look from New Haven, points south. Temperature 18 degrees. Very cold out there this morning. Same look out the door in Old Saybrook, also facing to the south and to the east. That big storm is way out to the south. Notice some snow that will clip parts of the Cape and the islands. Nantucket, the only spot with a winter weather advisory. We'll actually be getting some snowflakes from a system, a little bit of a piece of energy moving from west to east. And with that, we could get a quick coating of snow, a dusting at best. We're talking very minimal, and it's late day into the overnight hours. First Alert Live radar scanning the state. Completely dry right now. Temperatures, though, they're colder to the north and the east, about average and typical of what we had this time yesterday, farther to the south and west. It's cold, though, no matter where you are, single digits and low to mid-teens. If you're stepping outside, it even feels colder than that with a little bit of a breeze out of the north. Check out what you're walking outside to. A single degree in Torrington, 1 in Waterbury. So dress for midwinter cold. The hour-by-hour forecast, yeah, temperatures climb to near 30 later on today, but it's going to feel like the single digits and teens. I'll have the latest on that warm-up that everyone's looking forward to and any rain chances along the way. That's all coming up in less than 10. Good morning, Kate.
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. So we have picked up a first alert here. This is in Trumbull along Route 8 southbound between exits 6 and 5. The right lane there is blocked off again. Breaking first alert here in Trumbull along Route 8 southbound. So unfortunately, that icon is behind some of this construction, those construction icons, but we are seeing some delays through the area. So just give yourself some time if you're traveling along Route 8 this morning. Normal delays that are starting to build here in the capital city. You can see a brief slowdown as traffic is merging from 91 southbound onto 84 here. Live look outside of Middletown. Here in Waterbury, things are moving along very well in and out of the Mixmaster on 84, and here in Meriden along 691 east and westbound. We will probably see some of that daytime construction work pick up. We've got one area of road work that's already started here in Groton along 95. And again, here's a look at your drive times as you're getting ready to hit the road. Not even seeing substantial delays just yet down through Fairfield County, 95 southbound in the Parkway. Looking pretty good. Let's quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Well, happening today in Hartford, a priest beloved by the community is under fire.
He's accused of stealing parish money for personal use, and now that's all coming to light. Your reporter Marcy Jones is outside of Holy Trinity Church this morning with the latest.
Well, currently, Father Jacobs is on leave pending an internal investigation. However, the Archdiocese of Hartford is not revealing any details as to exactly how much he's accused of taking from Holy Trinity Church. Parishioners of Holy Trinity Church in Hartford have had 3 weeks to digest the news that Father Charles Jacobs has allegedly admitted to stealing parish funds. But many tell us here at Channel 3 they're still in disbelief, some even holding out hope for a logical explanation. Police are not involved in the investigation, while the details of exactly how much money was allegedly taken, what it could have been used for, and how this all came to light have not yet been released by the Archdiocese of Hartford. It's clear many parishioners are standing by Father Jacobs, one churchgoer even defending the accused priest during a recent service.
He doesn't spend that money on himself, and if he was to, it'd be to the poor. And that's what we're supposed to do. We are supposed to donate to the poor. That is what we're supposed to do, and you know that.
The Archdiocese says they plan to reveal more details once they've wrapped up their investigation. Until then, Father Jacobs will not be conducting any services. The next Mass is scheduled in just a few hours at noon today. Your reporter in Hartford, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Today, one of the teens accused in a carjacking in Waterbury that led to an officer there being shot in the leg is expected to be in court today. Court documents show the suspect, Alberto Rodriguez, was involved in that robbery but did not shoot the officer. Again, the incident led to a detective being shot in the leg. He has since been released from the hospital.
Remember this week's crash into a building in New London? Well, this morning, police are sharing new details about it. The driver is now facing DUI charges, and police say the driver is a woman from Rhode Island. They say she crashed into a building right on Anthony Road, causing all that damage, and then she tried hiding in a stranger's home. No one was hurt, but the Red Cross is now assisting 3 families who live there find places to stay.
We're learning the contempt trial of Michelle Troconis being delayed to give her attorney some time to get caught up on the case. Troconis made another appearance in court yesterday. You can see her here on your screen after picking up a contempt of court charge last year during her previous trial, where she was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder after the death of Jennifer Farber-Dulos. She's serving nearly 15 years in prison. Everyone will be back in court in April to pick a new trial date.
In just the last few hours, the International Red Cross says Hamas has handed over the bodies of 4 hostages as part of last month's ceasefire agreement with Israel. The bodies are said to include a mother and her 2 young children, as well as an 83-year-old man. Hamas claims all 4 of them died in Israeli airstrikes while in captivity. Authorities are expecting to confirm their identities using DNA analysis, which could take up to 2 days. Also here in Connecticut, Greater Hartford for Israel will remember the Bibas family tonight. The event will be held at the Emmanuel Synagogue in West Hartford at 7:30 p.m.
7:07. Also some breaking news that we're following from overnight. An appeals court blocking President Donald Trump's push to end birthright citizenship. That means anyone born here in the U.S. is automatically a citizen, at least for now. This is the second time Trump's executive order has been struck down by a judge. The decision means the issue could actually wind up in the Supreme Court, where justices would make a final decision. And today, the Senate is expected to vote on whether to confirm Kash Patel as director of the FBI. He's expected to be confirmed unless more than 3 Republican senators vote against him. Senator Richard Blumenthal has actually spoken out against Patel many times before, believing he'll turn the Department of Justice into a political weapon. Happening today, the chair of Pura, which regulates utility companies here in the state, up for reappointment.
But the nomination is not without drama. Matt McFarland is your reporter at the state capitol, breaking it down.
A public hearing is set for later this morning, and it's a nomination that's gaining a lot of attention because, let's face it, plenty of people are going to be interested when it could potentially impact your electric rates and your energy bills. Lawmakers will have plenty of questions for Melissa Gillette, the chair of Pura. That's the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, which sets electric rates here in our state. Governor Lamont wants Gillette, who's chaired Pura for 6 years, to serve another term. But the regulatory authority is under fire, being sued by both Eversource and Avangrid, the parent company of United Illuminating. The utility companies, which have sought rate increases, have been critical of her job, feeling she has too much authority when it comes to making decisions. And some have raised questions about text messages between her and the chair of the legislature's Energy Committee. But supporters say that's nothing more than a smear campaign and a distraction, with environmental and advocacy groups saying she's held utility companies accountable while making Connecticut ratepayers a priority. The nomination committee will meet at 11 o'clock, the hearing at the Legislative Office Building. If Gillette passes through today, she still needs to be approved by the General Assembly. Your reporter at the state capitol, Matt McFarland, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
All right, new this morning, another major Connecticut company is moving headquarters.
Battery maker Duracell announced it's moving its research operations from Bethel to Atlanta, Georgia. Duracell officials say the move will bring more than 100 jobs to Atlanta, but did not say whether that included workers coming from the Bethel area or whether the company would have any operations remain here in Connecticut once that move is complete.
And as we get another check of your first alert forecast, the time right now 7:09 on your Thursday morning. We have a big offshore storm that's nearby, and it won't bring us much in the way of anything today. There's actually another little system moving through the northeast that will bring us the chance, a very slight chance for a few light snow showers. A live look right now from Hartford, though. It's camera facing off to the east and southeast. You can see all those clouds out there from an offshore storm with a lot of snow. Just won't be impacting us here in Connecticut either way. It's cold out there this morning, 15 degrees in Hartford, single digits from Salisbury over through Tolland and Willimantic, 8, 9 degrees, mid and upper teens along the shoreline. Visibility is a perfect 10, so heading outside to work or school, you need those sunglasses. First alert futurecast shows the clouds increase throughout the afternoon. A couple snow showers. Best chance of those is along the shoreline, but either way, it won't amount to much. Maybe a dusting, a coating at best. Tomorrow morning, it's sunny. Still a bit breezy. Temperatures on the cold side as well, and that sticks with us into the weekend before we begin a warming trend. The snowfall forecast for tonight It's a dusting at best. Any of the more plowable amounts stay out much farther towards the east, but we'll have much more and go into much more detail about our warming trend throughout the next 7 days. All that coming up with your First Alert forecast.
Love the way that sounds, Scott.